Everyone's missing the bigger story. Let me catch you up quickly. On June 9th, Anthropic released the most powerful AI model we've ever seen called Fable 5. On June 12th, 3 days later, they had to shut it down because the US government told them to. Apparently, it was able to map out and find weaknesses in classified NSA systems within a few hours, so they had to pull the plug. On June 25th, the government is telling OpenAI to stagger their release of their most powerful AI because of security concerns. Whilst all this is going on, there are loads of videos warning Claude users of Anthropic that Anthropic is going to force you to hand over your biometric data and upload your government ID. Claude has said, no, this is not for everyone, it's only for some users that have been flagged for fraudulent activities. All this is happening in just the last few weeks, and whilst everyone's freaking out about governments and AI security and identity collection, that is missing the entire point. The bigger story here is about control and privacy of your data. So what do you do if you actually want to use AI, but in a way where you own it, you control it, and it keeps your data private? That is exactly what we should be focusing on, and what I'm going to show you today, step by step, as we always do on this channel. And yes, it is really that simple. These geeks overcomplicate the shit out of the stuff. Oh, and I'm also going to have chapters below, so if you know some of this bits, feel free to skip ahead instead of listening to me explain stuff you already know. And we're going to start with a service like Spotify. You know, Spotify, where you pay some sort of subscription and you can get access to their system so you can listen to music. You start paying, you get some access, but you lose a bunch of features and you have to listen with ads. The same thing happens with something like ChatGPT or Claude and a whole bunch of other AI platforms. You pay, you can use the service, you want to use the free version, you can, but there's a whole bunch of restrictions. Now, some of you may remember back in the olden days when we bought music, we actually, owned it. Yeah, we got a cassette tape or a CD and it was ours. And nobody was monitoring how many times we listened to that ironic song by Alanis Morissette so they could send us more therapy. Well, we can do the exact same thing now with AI. We can download it onto our computer, and without anybody monitoring our data or training their models on our stuff or selling it to these data brokers, which you know how much I love them. This is known as running a local LLM. Local being your computer versus somebody else's computer on the cloud. And because it is local, you still get the AI functions, but with privacy, without the ongoing subscription cost, and nobody can switch it off and take it away from you. And let's get into the fun stuff, which is actually setting this up. We're going to start with a system called Ollama. Head over to ollama.com/download, then select whichever operating system you happen to be running, whether it's Mac OS, whether it's Linux or Windows. Download and install it. By itself, Ollama doesn't do much, right? Your next bit is the bit that so many people get wrong and they say that the shit doesn't work. When it comes to AI, without getting kind of too technical here, the bigger the model, the smarter it is. So you would naturally think, sweet, since it's all free, I'm going to install the biggest, smartest model because why not? It's free. Yeah, no, that's not going to work because the model itself might be free, but there is a cost, and the cost is in the form of the hardware that you need to run it. And typically that boils down to the amount of RAM or memory that your computer actually has. So you get a 4 billion parameter model. It can run on most hardware. It can even run on your phone, but it's not going to be as smart as a 12 billion parameter model. But to run that, you're going to need a 16 gigs of RAM computer, which is kind of standard these days, I suppose. A 27 to 35 billion parameter model needs a stronger GPU, it's 32 to 64 gigs of RAM, and a 70 billion parameter model, well, that's you're going to need multiple graphics cards, you're going to need a stronger CPU, NPU, and at least 128 gigs of RAM. So all this to say that basically if you choose the wrong model for your hardware, it's going to simply become unusable. So we understand that we need the right model for our hardware, but how do we know which model is right for us? To do that, well, let's use the power of AI. All you're going to do is you're literally going to go to your computer, You're going to do a screenshot of your computer's hardware, which you can do in Windows by right-clicking on the Start button, choosing System, and then taking a screenshot of that screen. Then go into whichever AI system you're using, ChatGPT, Claude, or whatever, and paste in that screenshot. And then you just have a conversation. I'm going to be using Ollama to install a local LLM. Based on the hardware information and the work we have been doing, make a recommendation of which local LLM should I be downloading, something along those lines. And then let this thing cook. And because yours is going to be different to mine, it's going to have different recommendations, obviously. But the important thing is to kind of have a conversation with your AI and figure out what's going to be best for you. So in my case, my recommendation is Qwen 2.5, 7 billion parameters, and that's what it thinks that I should be using, based on the kind of work that I do and based on the hardware of this particular computer. And if you've heard something else online, you can ask it. Like, what about Gemma 4, for example? Well, that's going to work. What does it think of that? Let's run that. And it's going to do this little calculation thingy. So it goes, right, there's no Gemma 4. Yes, there f***ing is. I hate it when it does that. Oh, look, I was wrong. No kidding. So you see how to handle this. You're kind of going back and forth with your sparring partner, which is your AI, and then it knows what you do. You kind of give it information. You go back and forth until you get the right information, which is why I hate these videos that you see all over social media. You must install this latest model. Like, this one is insane, and this one is going to end that model. It's all bullshit because we all use our systems differently. We all have different requirements. Okay, now that I got that off my chest, what you're going to do is you're going to open up Ollama. You're going to look at that little drop-down menu and you're going to see the model that your AI told you that will run best on your hardware. You're going to see a bunch of them. Some of them have the word cloud next to it. That means that you can connect through Ollama to that, but it's using a cloud service. So that's not really what we want here. We want something downloaded locally, so we control it. So let me type in my Gemma 4. I'm going to start with that. Now, you may be tempted to simply hit the little download error next to it because logically it means it's going to be downloaded. Don't panic, it doesn't need to do that. Just type in anything, and then as soon as you do that, it's going to start downloading the model for you. So give that a moment because it is 8.9 gigs and it is going to take a little moment to install. Now, I don't want to wait for it. What I want to do is I want to actually install that second model that the AI told me that I should be running. It was like Qwen something, so let's go double check what that is. There we go, Qwen 2.5, 7 billion. So let's copy that and then go into Ollama again and let's see if we can find that. Search model, Qwen, there we go. Simply select it, and then same thing. We're just going to say hi. And it should start downloading that model as well. There we go. Okay, by the power of fast forwarding, we're able to get the full thing installed. Now, super important. A lot of people see this and they panic and they go, okay, nothing's happening, nothing's happening. The first time that you talk to it, it has to initialize, do all its thing, and then it kicks in. And there we go. Hello, how can I assist you today? And just like that, we have now got a local LLM running on our local computer. Now, it's still got connectivity to the internet, so I can do things like ask it information about, I don't know, what's the latest top news story about AI today? And it's going to go out into the web, it's going to do its thing, and it's going to retrieve back information. And logically, that makes sense, right? And you're not downloading the entire internet onto your computer, right? But here's the thing, and here is where it makes really, really smart. It's you could be sitting on a plane and working on a local document. You could be sitting on a plane without connectivity and get it to build you a program or work on some coding problems that you have. It doesn't need external connectivity for that. It's got all the logic and the brain that it needs. Depending on the model and the size of the model, it's going to get super smart about helping you develop and build and work completely without external help. This is like magic. And you can have multiple models. I mean, I've just changed to Gamma 4. You can see the interface is already slightly different. So let's ask it some questions. So I am looking at to understand this whole XRP thing. What is it? And should I invest? I don't know why that, but okay, let's give that a go. And you can already see it's different, right? You can see the thinking. You can see the process going on behind it. Very much like what we're used to with things like ChatGPT and Claude.
And there is your answer. I mean, I'm like blown away by how powerful this is and how quick it is and how responsive it is. And the most important thing, it's living on my computer. It's using external sources to gather information, but nothing's leaving because I control it. I own it. I get to decide what to do with it, and nobody can take it away from me. And it's free. I'm not paying a monthly subscription fees just to get this functionality.
Congratulations, pat yourself on the back. Welcome to the world of running local AI, where you own it, you control it, you can disconnect from the internet, and this will still work. Now, this is super important, especially if you're using AI in your business and you don't want your private information to be used in any way. I mean, today, the key component is personal information, and scammers are actively using their dodgy AI systems to harvest as much of it as possible. They know that the average business owner has more than 600 pieces of exposed personal information, including their home address and even family members' information. So they are using that to scam not just you, but your customers with fake, hyper-personalized info that seems like you or someone in your company wrote that email. In fact, 1 in 3 businesses will be impacted by this, which kind of costs a small business more than $120,000. So once again, I am proud to work with Delete Me, who are today's sponsor, because they keep scrubbing not only your personal information from the web, but also your employees' information. Which is why Delete Me is trusted by Fortune 500 companies and even government agencies to protect their people, and you can also reduce your exposure by 95%. Get a free year of social media protection for every seat you purchase when you use the link in the description and you go to joindeleteme.com/Liron-biz. Now, I want to be like super clear here. It's not all roses like some of those videos make it out to be. Whilst these local models are absolutely improving at a rapid rate, and I personally believe that running local models in the future, that's where the game is going to be won. But make no mistakes, they are not going to beat those frontier models that Claude and ChatGPT and a whole bunch of cloud models have, because you simply don't have the hardware capability to run the insanely smart models. I will say that this landscape changes very quickly. Just watch what's coming out of China compared to the US, and you can see how much of a race it is. And China's models is to make the stuff open and available. You just need to have the hardware to run it. And because it's local, this whole China is coming for my data stuff doesn't really hold up because you can run it offline. So there is that. So the really smart play, which I think everybody should be doing, is having a frontier model like Claude Opus 4.8 to do the heavy thinking, the stuff that you really need an intelligent model for. And then farm out all the execution to your local AI model, which is going to be free. I have various agents doing exactly that. I have a business where I develop something called the Answer Content Engine, where businesses want to get cited in AI and be the default answer. So to do that, I have really smart, intelligent agents, and I've got the execution agent. The execution agents run 24 hours a day on my machines, costing me absolutely zero, except for electricity, of course, and they're farming and doing all the data mining. But now when they get all this data, it then gives it off to a smarter model like Opus, which does all the analysis and the content writing and all that other good stuff. So I'm using both worlds, and that's why I'm not maxing out my tokens. It's not costing me an absolute fortune, and I'm just running it. Anytime I've got to do something that's private and confidential, like medical, financials, legal, especially things of that nature, I'm only going to run it on my local ones because I want to be able to control it. But now I have options, and that's the point. We have options. So when you run a local model, you have control, your data, your privacy remains intact, versus using somebody else's system. Now, of course, is this for everybody? Absolutely not. There are so many people who still hate AI, are never going to touch it, and that's totally, totally fine. It just confuses me how you hate AI on the one hand, and yet you use it on a daily basis with your phone, your car, and living in the real world called the internet. So that bit still confuses me, but you do you. If you want to use AI, AI is just a tool, and just like every other tool, we just want to know how to use it safely. Running it locally is absolutely one way where you get access to the AI intelligence but you also have control of your data and your privacy. And nobody can write a letter to any company to say, take it away from you. That's the beauty of this. If you want to see more about like running your own AI agents in the right way and keeping it safe, let me know. In the meantime, check out how you can connect to your computer securely using this method right over here, because it's all about having control. Give the video a quick thumbs up before you head out. I'll see you in that video. Let's go.